This is DS Outdoors.
Hey guys, this is Steve, aka Little Cut from DS Outdoors, and today I'm going to show you how to make my famous fried pie recipe.
So to make the fried pies, the ingredients you're going to need are a cup of flour, a half a cup of sugar, a third cup of water, a teaspoon of salt, and a half cup of melted butter. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put all of them together. I have put the sugar in, melted butter, and then I'm just going to do a little thing of salt and then add in the water. That's all mixed together. Let's stir it up together, and that should give us our dough ball. Now we might have to add a little more water, but it all just depends. Right now it's looking like we need a little bit more flour. You know what? It's feeling good enough. So yeah, it's good. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to lay some flour down on our surface. We're going to take our dough ball and then rub it in. Alright. We'll give it one more. Alright. So now the next plan is we're going to put it on a paper plate. We're going to cover it up. Now usually I would use plastic wrap, but it looks like I'm out, so some cookie sheets I'm going to have to do for today. I'm just going to cover it up. And we're just going to stick it in the fridge for about half hour. Alright. So I'll see you guys in a half hour. So it's been a half hour and I took the dough out. So it's time to start making our filling. Now you can make any kind of filling you want, but I like cinnamon apple. So I like to use fresh fruit. I don't like buying stuff already made. So I'm going to pull the stem out, slice it in half. You see, I must take the middle out where the seed was. Kind of tricky sometimes because there's the actual seed. We don't want that in our filling. Not those into the trash. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna slice them up real thin. In the end, you're gonna want little chunks of apple. Now I do have a machine to do that for me, but for our case, I'll just do it by hand for y'all. Okay. But yeah, you want real small, so that way you can fit a lot inside of the crust. Missed one. Alright, now all that's just half of an apple right here. We still got half of another one to go. And maybe another apple. Now, usually this recipe, I cut it down low just for our sake, but usually makes about 8 to 10 fried pies. Which, between me and Yawning Bear, we could probably eat a few of them. Yeah, I do like to leave the skin on, but if you want to take it off and peel them, you're more than welcome to. I just like them on. I just think it gives it more of a flavor, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to skip ahead if you're tired of watching me cut apples. You know what, I think we're gonna have enough. I'm not even gonna worry about the apple. Okay, so the next part, now that we have our diced apples, we're going to take a little piece of butter and put it into a pot and let that melt. It's starting to rain here today. We're supposed to get some ice tonight. But back on topic. We're going to want that nice flavor in the apples. But like I said, you can buy the canned stuff if you want to. I just like it homemade. Let's go and make sure there's... I'm just going to... Oh, that brought it. Alright. Get all the butter melted in there. Now you're just going to want to put little chunks of apples in at a time. Yeah, you know what? We have enough. We can pour it all in. And then we're going to take some cinnamon sugar. Go ahead and pour it in there too. We're just going to stir that in. Keep adding more until you think they look good, which I like mine covered. And there we are. That is our pie filling. Some nice cinnamon apple chunks. So it's now time to start actually making the pies. So we're going to take some vegetable oil and put it in a nice pan. And then we're gonna roll that flour back out again. That way our dough doesn't stick to the counter. Go ahead. We're gonna roll it out now. Then if you see any like dry spots, you can go ahead and take a dab of water and then just seal those up. Oh. So like right here, I just cover my hands with water and just dab it up. There we go. Alright. Now we want our fried pies to start out pretty ovalish. So what I like to do is I take my big Masio cup. I just cut circles into the dough. You see this dough, we can always roll it back up and make some more. But right now, we have 4 nice circles that we're going to roll out into our pies. So now we want to turn the stove on. I put mine about medium. Let's roll this back up. We'll worry about that later. We're just focused on our main 4. Alright. So now we're going to roll these into more of an oval shape. They may look little now, but when they're fried, it will expand, trust me. Nice long oval shapes. And then from there, we just take a little bit of our filling, put it in there. Each one of them. You want to cover half of it, but not too much, so that you can still fold it up. Yeah, see, 1 apple totally was a lot. I'll add a little bit of that one. Now, while we're waiting for our oil to heat up, make sure they're full enough. Okay, so yeah, that's about a good amount each. So now what you're going to do, you're going to cover them the other side and then crease them down so that it's all one. And if you want, you can take your fork just to make sure. Gives it a nice little texture. And they are ready to fry now. Our oil should be good. So I'm going to pick up our fry and just set it in there. Now, you're going to want to flip them when that part looks gold. That's the color we want right now, is golden brown. See, the outer part of the crust is starting to get gold already, so that's a sign that we should flip it. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that color. That's what we want. And I just broke that one. That one can be Persian crows. And then, but yeah, that's the color we're looking for. This nice golden, a little darker brown. Give it a few more minutes for the other side to cook, and they should be good. And then before you take it out, you're going to want to take a few paper towels, and then I just reused that paper plate we had the dough on. But yeah, these are fried pies, ladies and gentlemen. Use that little piece off the Persian crows to tell. Let me try to lift this one up. Oh yeah, they're done. So, you get that extra grease off. Oh, some fell out. I'll have to get those later. But yeah. There are our fried pies. We're going to add some more cinnamon sugar on top of them while they're still hot so it can soak in. You know, these remind me of those one desserts from Taco Bell my dad always likes. But I think they're so much better homemade. But otherwise, yeah guys, these are our fried pies. I hope you've enjoyed learning a new recipe today, and once again, this is Little Cub from DS Outdoors. Yee-hee!